What up, what up, what up, what up, world? What up, world? How y'all doing? How y'all doing, world? What up? It's Ward's Midwest, and today we are live with Brother Horace of BnTheMix. What's going on? As you hear, we shouting out Brother Happy Birthday, Cal. On the track, it's Ward's Midwest, Tertiary, Brother Impact. You already know.
Just real quick, turn up for half a second.
Friends, I ain't got no friends. She asked me if I'm high, I say yeah. On my side, if I leave, I ain't got no friends. Just focus on the plan. I ain't got no friends. I don't go outside. She asked me if I'm high, I say yeah. My life, What's up, y'all, man? So happy to be here. It's been a great week. A lot of transitions, a lot of evolving, a lot of development. I'm really happy to be here. I don't know, how was y'all's brother's week? So far, I mean, it's only Tuesday. But last week, we weren't here last week, so how was y'all's last week?
I'm always busy, but now I took the weekend off. Which to the side. Wasn't too productive, but sometimes you need calm. Aside from that, though, just wanted to bring up that track. It still amazes me that, speaking to Happy Birthday, Kyle, shout out to him, absolutely. That he's like, I still can't believe people like this song. But it's that energy. It's just that the song is amazing. Come on, it's just those little things that build up. It's the build up, and I feel like look out for Happy Birthday, Calvin, because I feel like that's what he's doing in music a lot better than a lot of people. Building it up and then not letting you down as the track progresses. And
how's your week? Man, one of the things is my week has been great. It's even better than I'm here with you guys. I can tell you this has been a long time coming. I had an opportunity to meet these brothers. Maybe, it's been 3 months, 4 months, if not longer. About 4 months ago at an industry media event. And these were some of the first people I met.
Story, we actually
shout out to Brianna.
Yeah, shout out to Brianna. We actually, I want to say, we first met and truly connected at the Happy Birthday Calvin event.
We rubbed
the elbows at one of the media events at Brianna's Swing PR. But that was definitely.
So, man, I'm great, man. I'm always normally behind the scenes, and I try to stay that way, not because I have warrants out for my arrest or anything like that. I probably do, but
They listen. I'm saying they listen.
Exactly.
We'll get into that later too.
Enron number 2.
Oh man, so
it got to be corporate.
Man, they got high level. Thanks for having me on the show, man. It's just, I've been watching what you guys have been doing. You guys have been doing this for a while.
About 5 to 6 years. Trying to keep it consistent,
Yeah, absolutely, man. And so, man, we're here in this beautiful setup, beautiful space, man. And
shout out to Sideyard Coffee.
Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna have our grind moment a little bit later on. Is it?
A moment for the grind.
Oh man,
so take a moment of silence for the grind.
We're going to go over a couple of current events today too. Sure. Today, give me a moment. I apologize. I know I'm a little dramatic a lot, but this time I'm actually the drama is for a good reason. Sadly, yesterday, Brother Hap, popularly known on Instagram as No Sleep Hap, passed away. I'm being told it was a car accident. My heart and condolences goes out to his family. My heart is literally breaking as I'm saying this. It is hard to be professional on time. It really is. As happy as I am, I think the best thing I can do is to celebrate the best thing I know about Hap in his life. I only had the opportunity to know Hap for a year. And we'll get into some of that a little later as we get into the current events so we can transition. But throughout the entire show today, during a few breaks, we'll play some of Hap's music. He has a lot on SoundCloud, support him that way. I'm pretty sure his family needs love and support right now. So if you know his family, please give him a call. If you are familiar even with the community that he's involved in, make sure you reach out to his church or someone in his community.
And we'll definitely talk about that. We all have our own personal experiences and connecting with that, so we'll share that. And I'm fortunate through one of our partners when we first launched BnTheMix, Mike Leonard introduced me to No Sleep Hap, and I'm glad I had an opportunity to connect with that brother and be with him. I see, on our side, Miss Tati, what's going on? You know what?
Hey.
Miss Tati says,
thank you so much for tuning in. So right now, we're expanding the distribution. Simultaneous.
Just to not segue too far, I'd rather have the moment of silence right now that we're on.
Yeah, let's
No
do
rest in peace, but real moment of silence.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. It's hard when you lose one of your soldiers, you know?
It is. It is. And I'm not going to go out on limb and say too much of anything, but everybody knows what happened was in Chicago. So, yeah, you know, I had an opportunity. So those who know, I'm not going to get into it. I'm not going to waste any time. We'll be shouting them out and doing a lot of music throughout the show, but I figure it's a good way to celebrate somebody, you know. I feel like as an entertainment city, Chicago is in a transitional period right now. A lot more spotlight is coming to Chicago. I can honestly say.
Wait, how much more spotlight can Chicago have?
Man, you know,
I think you mean that coming to Chicago for the right reason.
There you go. So there's a lot of entertainment outlets coming to Chicago for resources and outlets on a high level, A-list level for entertainment, media and stuff like that. Different shows, movies, films, music production companies, what have you. I can honestly say Hap was one of the spearheads that helped bring a lot of that community in. He helped a lot of people. Who were at that almost their level transcend, whether they were personalities or musicians, rappers, singers, actors, even. He talked with me, you know, during a period of time about 2 years ago. 3 years ago, we had the first E-Fest. 2 years ago, we had the first E-Fest. A year and a half ago, I met with Hap. We met the first time. I want to tell this story because it was actually dope. So I get off work. I'm a little late. I think it's like 5:15. He's texting. He's like, "Where you at, man? Supposed to meet up? I'm trying to run in this place. If you guys know Nav, it's like a Mediterranean Chipotle. There you go, Mediterranean Chipotle. Okay. And like, so I'm meeting him up there. He's like, "Oh, this place is kind of nice, cool." I meet him, shake hands. He's like, "I've been hearing about you for a minute." I'm like, "Yeah, I've been hearing about you too, man. You know, shout out brother Lord Haiti. He's the one that connected me to Hap. I'm gonna give you a call after this, brother. I promise." But yeah, definitely connected us. We sat down, we talked, getting to know each other. I'm like, all right, I'm like meeting with him. I heard about Hap, so I'm like, a person at this level, this is the dude that you buy lunch when you take him to, you know what I mean, to go meet with him for a meeting. Oh, yeah, so I'm like, sitting down talking. So I'm like, I got you lunch, man. Don't worry. But he's like, I ain't got. I was like, brother, I ain't worried about this. He said, damn, I'm like, nah. I invited you out. You took time out of your day to come to me. So we sit there talking, and we get to the register. And I go pay for it, like there's like some issue or something like that. And the dude looks up at us, he's like, "Hey man, actually, both of you guys meals are free. You know, this." I was like, "Look at Hap." He said, "What?" I was like, "Nah, go ahead, man. It's divine, bro." I was like, "That's a sign from God right there, saying like this meeting was supposed to happen. Thank you for bringing both of y'all together." We start talking about all the stuff that the plans I have for. Oh man, the plans I. There's some tempting with desserts going on. Let me show this. I'm sorry. Right off.
So look what I've been tempted with. Like I actually need this. Here we go.
Hey, I did vote that up like an asshole.
He was like,
man, like a straight devil's advocate.
Like you couldn't even see his arm at first. He was like,
wow. You know what? Like, absolutely. I'm not gonna turn that down.
But yeah, me and brother Hap met up. At that moment, we just basically like, yeah, it was a divine thing. You know, it was supported by, you know, whatever high power either one of us believed in and supported. But most definitely from that moment, we began talking about all the stuff, let alone he was already doing in the community and the stuff I had done for the community, like the time I was, or the time that the Wardens had done things for the community. You know, within, you know, the context of building a platform, giving resources to artists, showcasing artists. And he had heard about that for a while, and he was really excited to work with us. So when I say that it hurts, it hurts on such a level that I'm not bashing nobody, but like it's rare for you to meet anyone and it click in a relationship setting, whether that's romantic or business. In this business context,
no, it's easy to click, I feel, but I feel like it's really like being able to understand the person after meeting them. You know, click, I feel like is that it's just a click.
Yeah,
like we're cool. You know what I'm saying? Just like love at first sight, and that's not at all the same as like what you're saying. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You really understood that person. Or,
We had an actual legit like business connection. Like we might be able to change something here. That's why we felt when we met each other. I know that that's like literally the energy we were going with. It was like what we're doing is not like, oh, let's just throw a show. This is like, how do we turn this community around? That's what me and him, that's what we were on. So especially with a lot of people that I'm sure that when you met with him, that's a lot of what y'all discussed.
Man, I mean, my connection with Howard was probably about maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago. And one of my former business partners that us really started kicking BnTheMix off, Mike Leonard, was giving awards. And it was doing an award show where he was basically recognizing people in the community that do amazing things, right? And his company, Action versus Yapping, really highlighted people that didn't talk about just stuff in the community, but were actually doing it, right? And so what I appreciate, and we haven't, Mike and I haven't talked in a while, but I'm thankful for the opportunity that he was able to introduce me to have. And that was a real dude. He was a real dude, and I had a chance to actually visit him for some of his back to school specials, and we talked about continuing to do more events. So it saddened me that this tragedy has happened, but I'm thankful for the opportunity to have connected with this brother, and we'll talk about things that we can do to continue his legacy, to continue the work that he's been doing in the community for so many years, and it also kind of reminds me that connections and relationships are important. So, based on this, I definitely want to reach back to some of the people that I haven't had those interactions with in a while, maybe based on misunderstandings or disagreements, man, because life is too short.
Yes.
You never know, man.
Life is please. Anybody that is doing that with us, let's reach out. Please.
Yeah.
We're open. I don't have enough time to lose any more friends or anybody that's like close to us without having an opportunity to connect in a genuine, sincere way.
Yeah,
I mean?
And I think he's more speaking to, those last moments you get with a person, how you really want to wish you could extract more out of it. You know what I mean? Something more of it is that.
Yeah, or even repairing relationships.
Yeah.
It's like you think about some of the silly stuff that we may have fallen out over
nothing.
Over
simple childish mistakes.
It is, and then you don't have time to go back and repair or correct that. And we understand people come into your life for reasons and seasons. We get that. But it's how you depart, right? Yeah. That plays a part in it. So, man, hey, we're not all perfect. So, man, we're gonna definitely miss that brother, and we won't forget him. So, definitely looking forward to figure out how we can support his initiatives and the stuff he's done. So, Miss Tati, what's going on? I'm telling you, Miss Tati, I love Miss Tati. She is.
Wait, Miss Tati, Miss Tati.
So Miss Tati.
Oh my God! Wait a minute. This is Miss Tati, Miss Tati.
Yeah.
What is you doing?
Miss Tati.
Oh, sorry, that's the
What
fan.
do you think he was talking about?
So,
I don't even know. I was like in my head. I'm sorry, Tati. You see, we in the middle of an emotional moment. That's what my mind was focused on. I was just. How are you doing? We gotta get you back on.
Top 50. Miss Tati's in my top 50.
Top 50. She in the top. Look, she for real.
You say
overall.
This is an acknowledgement. Let's not one up each other.
Yeah.
I say this is minority. Stop one up.
Tati know I love her music, man.
She's definitely in my top 50. And when you talk about hip hop artists, she's gonna definitely be in my top 5 for sure. So we had an opportunity to do some work with Tati. Thank you for all your support. There's been a mix, and we got some big things going. I actually owe you a phone call, but I didn't want to give it away that I was going to be on the show today. With these guys, I figured that at least you guys' circles kind of ran close. So
this is why
I wasn't going to call you back today because I'm hanging out with these two jokers. Right?
Yeah, I kidnapped him. That's my bad. That's my bad. I kidnapped him.
We got coffee. So hold on.
Do you take cream?
I'll take anything I'll take it anyway. I'm asking. Yes. I'll take cream and sugar or whatever. If you have it, if not, I'll take it. You know what? If it's hot. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, so right now we're gonna, everybody that's tuning in, we're gonna actually shout out Hap and we're gonna listen to some of his music.
Man, we normally, we have coffee coming because we still got work to do later tonight. It's gonna be a long night. We got a lot of topics to cover.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we do. And if y'all get a chance right now, shout out Stockyard Coffee. They're the place that's having us tonight. We're going to be having a lot of wonderfully brewed, high quality coffee tonight, courtesy of them. Shout out Swing PR as well. You know that they always throwing us great artists. Matter of fact, I said we wouldn't have connected had it not been from Big Sis Brianna from Swing PR. So shout out to them as well. And of course, the family. Shout out SOTOV. Those are now my musical brothers. We are banding together to make a musical revolution. So be on the lookout for all things SOTOV very soon. Coming with a big abundance.
Shout out to that networking event too. I really like how Brianna really stuck it out. And she made sure everybody was talking to each other. But not as a pushy parent. It's more like a cool sister. You know what I mean? Hey, this. You know what I'm saying?
You need to talk to this person.
Yeah, that's her line. Yeah, you need to talk to that is her line.
That's the legit line. We're not gonna steal that. Man,
you know what? So, hey man, I appreciate you guys having me. You look. I look at this. I'm coffee and cigars probably a little bit later. So
let me see. Yep, I found some. So we got No Sleep Happy right here.
Real good, since you brought up cigars, did you take advantage of the whole embargo with the? No, I did not. I did not. No, I didn't either. I stopped smoking cigars right around the time people were like, "You can trade with Cuba again." I was like, "Shit, I don't even smoke cigars no more." Oh man, I did not take advantage of that, but you know what? I'm always good to smoke. So.
Mm-hmm. So right now we're gonna shout out Brother Hap. We're gonna play a couple songs by him. I figure I know a couple songs, but I just found a page and I'm not sure if these songs are old. But this is 5 years ago, and it got a song called "I'm the Plug."
Real quick, since we're on coffee,
he just loves interrupting me today.
No, I do because it's a random coffee fact. Did you know that putting cream in coffee keeps your coffee hotter actually for another 10, 15 minutes? Look at that. You know what? Education, man. Yeah. Cheers. See, you got yours.
Cheers to coffee.
I don't even think people in Europe cheers with coffee. Gotta be espresso.
It's gotta have it. It gotta be a little fancy.
Yeah.
Well, y'all, this track right here is called "I'm the Plug" by No Sleep Happy. Make sure y'all give it a listen, check it out, and we're gonna be playing a lot of No Sleep Happy today. We'll play a few other artists as well, but we're gonna play some Happy.
You already know, like the fat man's fridge, we stay plugged.
There it is.
Stockyards, look, endorse coffee and BnTheMix. Stockyards.
Behind the scenes talking to you like that kind of stuff she is.
Really, I'm the plug. These other niggas fake. I know they won't watch out, but they ain't shit shaking. If these niggas want my life, tell them come and get it. I'm gonna come and blow up some shots, and you can be that witness. That's real shit. All I talk is that real shit. All these niggas be talking about these stories up there. Real shit. Niggas said drugs. Why you lying to the fucking you? Why niggas acting like they shooters? Why they can't tell the fuck? Why you acting like you with the shit? Niggas with the shit trying to make it out. Some of us be dreams and these other niggas, I don't take the cloud. These other niggas be texting bitches, I replace bitches like fuck them. I didn't see bitches keep bitches, but I'll take them. I'm bitch stuck and look in the bitch, I ain't down talking on some bitter shit. One small pigs trying to hit the leak, they gon' learn that y'all like get his dick. I'm starting to make kids mad, I'll cripple bitch like she get fat. I got hoes and don't need to quiet, don't talk bitches, I give a back. When it comes to these social sites, hell yeah, I done fuck plenty. When it comes to these social sites, hell nah, I ain't tough in. I ain't cool like I once was. When the niggas see these rap niggas, these niggas ain't clear shit. These niggas be sucking dick.
I always love the music because I'm like, it's not what I would listen to.
I wish I would do that shit. I'm being real. I ain't throwing shade on Instagram. I'm saying I stay laughing. That's dick right. A lot of niggas come out of the wood. I be looking at them like fool.
It's old. It's ahead of its time, bro. That's crazy. 3 years. Still ahead of its time.
My job is to entertain and your job is to bring them out. Get out here and put some posters up. Get out here and pass some plug. I can say that shit. I put a lot of years in that spent a lot of bands on that promotion, fucking I'ma check on that. The whole idea on the low. Them truck speakers went solo. We can put it on the low, run down low, fucking lows. From the north is drug money. Fingers sticky from the blood on it. Where I'm from is no love on it. Top job on the blood on it.
Sad to that heard this now.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, that I ain't even heard that. But that wasn't the music that he sent me. He sent me another page. This must be an older page, but he still was on the same stuff.
That sounds a little weird, to be honest.
That's 3 years old, man. I thought he was lying. It says it right there. Kid Wonder.
3 years ago, that was futuristic.
And that's what I'm saying. I heard, I was like, what? He literally was talking about
Say
changing
that,
cloud.
and this time everything just pops up. That's good.
Everything he says they talking about is literally people pushing hip hop right now.
Tertiary impact. Is amazing.
We're under constant pressure to turn up, so turn up.
You know that's how you play cards. So that's when I made it this far. So that's when I made it this far. I'd rather put my stuff on. Make them if you shot though. You can get it if you want it. Just get your flex on. Beats is what I flex on. The top gon' be my next one. The bottom of the crowded, but me living is a bit.
He did flex on this show. It's like a video game beat.
Yes.
Flex artist.
So we can feast. I got bread in my pocket and I made it in the streets. Don't know about you, but I came here to eat. Out on the track, you on the beat. No, so I'm going.
I don't even know if it's the original one, but that's Kid Wonder. Kid Wonder's famous. Kid Wonder's famous. So I'm like, it might really be Kid Wonder. I'm not sure if it's Chicago or knows, but I wouldn't be surprised. I really would. Probably on social media, like, buy some things.
Oh, yeah.
So it's real sad.
So,
When I was young,
I get it.
it was real bad.
Outside, you really like this car. Backyard. So, tell people. Yeah, Ron 37th and Wallace, 3700 South Wallace, Blue Jack on the corner.
So let's wrap it up. We're going to come back and start talking about a topic again about.
We're going to side again and go ahead and just make 37 times shit. Stop here.
About 1 minute.
So, very tertiary. Came back. Kofi. BnTheMix.
Remember that announcement of BnTheMix Sports Midwest.
It don't matter if you don't put no damn sugar, no goddamn cream. BnTheMix. Backyard coffee.
There it is. And as it fades out, shout out Brother Hap one more time. Shout out Kid Wonder too, man. I didn't know he had a track with Kid Wonder. It looked like that's original to some degree. Cause I ain't never heard that before or that beat, and I'm a local.
But don't this shit piss you off a little bit?
That you never heard it? Yeah, because a lot of that stuff was ahead of the time, so I'm seeing that people was probably picking from some of that. Because I heard somebody talk about doing anything for clout, and he was talking about doing anything for clout 3 years ago. That's none of my business. I ain't coming at Negos. But
We usually be going after people though.
let's transition into right and in the future. As things happening from sign for Instagram, they get access and rights to all of your footage, all of your videos, photography to share and do whatever else they've seen to it. It's kind of like public domain, but it's like Instagram domain. So it's like Instagram gets it and nobody else for free. But there is a way to get around that. Basically, you got to say that your stuff is not free and it's not for public domain use or free use by Instagram. You can make a post stating so. Shout out Dr. Dax. He already had made a post and has shared it today. If you want to follow him in Atlanta, something, I don't know what's going on, something like that. But Dr. Dax.
Do you see, or how many social media managers or people that manage social media? Well, not even influencers following this particular Instagram kind of
like everybody knows,
So
I've seen locally, a lot of local celebrities posting it, a lot of like Instagram famous people in Chicago posting.
But I think I get.
It's so under the radar. Yeah, it's so under the radar that I don't think a lot of people.
I don't think that. I think what he's trying to say is that there's a bunch of people that already see your content, and honestly, without a conscience, can take it without having to show you, give you credit. So in his, I feel what you're thinking is.
I've been in digital.
But for sure, protect yourself, your creativity and everything else. But look at the bigger picture sometimes too. Man, like, look, what are they gonna do with your lyrics, talent, whatever it is? You know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing. I've been in digital advertising for 15 years.
Yeah,
working for major corporations. There is no privacy out there, right? We're under this false guide that we have some privacy with the stuff that we're putting in it. So we have the ability. If you said, "Hey, look, I want to reach women 25. I want to reach women 25 years old that purchased that's a size 6 that went to the University of Michigan, have a dog named Fluffy that loves red shoes." Guess what? We can actually reach that person.
Probably about 100 of those people actually.
Yeah, we can find out whoever it is.
Yeah,
we can do all that.
God damn.
All of that. So it's no privacy.
I'm sorry, I always got the extreme example. As you can see, they sun-based.
No. All of that stuff is there. So when you think about
purchase the book club.
That information is there.
Who getting butt plug advertisement on their Facebook? I need to know right now. Post that because y'all need to. We might not need to be friends no more. You don't need. It don't need to be so frequent that you getting the ads on your Facebook. That's all I'm saying.
Well, you know what? Think about this. So have you had a situation where you went to buy a pair of Nikes, right? You said a pair, whatever, and you abandon your shopping cart.
Yeah.
And then you go to ESPN, and then there's a banner at the top that says, "Hey, those Nikes that you wanted."
Remember the Nikes?
Yeah.
Same color.
Those Nikes will follow you.
But no, you didn't buy them
all throughout. Those things are there. It happens all the time. I mean, it's just the way that
you can't even talk in front of your phone anymore.
No, I don't like doing mentions without knowing the person's name. There's this comedian that came out with a stand-up where she has her own replica robot.
Yeah.
And it fucks you up because they do the outtakes and the actual AI, and you see how it develops and how it wants to be live even.
Sure.
Wow. And it fucks your head up because if a person can reveal that to you, imagine how far ahead they are right now. There are people walking amongst us already. People that are robots.
All right, double check, triple check 3 times.
Oh.
I forget. Shout out those school. He posted. There's like stuff going on in California right now. They got all those tech communities up there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, sure.
Man, there's a big like not push, but there's a lot of artist robots out there. And like you can't tell. And their thing is they always put the robots in between people. So you'll be seeing that they be doing dance moves or something, and then like you'll see the lady. Wait a minute, you
go along with the the sexual reference. A little bit earlier. I mean,
you're pointing at me like that. Out to this.
You talk about real life. So where things are going right now, man, is that we just live in this whole innovation technology age. So anything that we think we put out on social media belongs to us. Once it hits, it's there forever. Right? I mean, how many times?
If you know somebody with a sex dog, give that person a hug. Outside, I'm just fucking it.
2019, we can still laugh at y'all. In 2080, y'all can be asking for y'all's rights and y'all.
They're gonna be scanning. The robots gonna be scanning the internet,
and they're gonna be asking for their appropriation into the workforce. And
my auntie don't get
all that. It's cool. Y'all can argue for that in 2080 when I'm on my way out the door. Right now, we're gonna laugh at everybody that's in love with robots. I'm not sorry. I'm gonna laugh at everybody that's in love with robots. Ha 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 ha.
These boys wild.
I hope the robot has a short mid-intercourse.
So, I had to laugh about that. I'm sorry.
So yeah, IG, watch out for that. Privacy. Anything you put on the web is up for grabs.
Definitely is. Yeah, make sure you keep right to your property because it there are a lot of artist community having, especially people in Chicago. You do something, I wasn't too good. Show your friends, they ain't like it either. 3 years later, some artists come out, sound just like it. You're like,
Wow.
I did put that on SoundCloud, but nah, they couldn't. How? And then you start thinking for real, and you're like I ain't gonna say no names.
Maybe Drake is just AI.
Maybe he's a robot.
Woo!
Is Drake a robot?
Is Drake AI?
All right, I just had a whole moment where I had to think about that for a moment because there was a moment where we were like in the iRobot scene and Drake was coming after us with like a gun. It was kind of Terminator-ish too. So anyway, but post something to say y'all protecting y'all stuff. I don't know if I'll start seeing it. Y'all know Boston Dynamics. Just on the side, we're gonna keep talking about it. Boston Dynamics is a company that literally does like it's like a Google like arm, but it's a robot arm. So it's like what Google funds for robot dynamics.
Okay.
Anyway, Boston Dynamics, robots, blah blah. 3-4 years ago, they had videos, where they had like, okay, we're testing the robot and the AI out, seeing how good it can adapt to walking in an environment, picking the box.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, sure.
So they got the robot with a box. He's picking it up, putting it in places, going up steps and stuff. They pushing the robot off the steps. He getting back up, pick the box back up. He was slow at first, you know what I mean? He was getting it. The new robot is not slow. They got a video where homie doing this.
Picking up the box. Yeah, up the stairs.
Jogging, throwing it down, going back and getting it. Try to take the box and throw it from him. He's like, all right, man, chill out. He do something like that, put his hand up like, you need to calm down. Do it again. He had a stick. They ripped it. They knocked that out of his hand so he could do it. They kept trying to knock the box out of his hand with like hockey stick. The third time they tried to knock it out of his hand, he stopped. They tried to do it again. He grabbed the stick and ripped it out of his hand and just sat there like this. And I was like, yeah, now we done. Click. I was like, we're done. I was like, I don't even know if that's what the
Oh, yeah, I'm saying like, for example, I can't really speak too much on it. I actually didn't sign a disclosure. No, it's just the DHL innovative office. There's an opening, one of my jobs. And no, it's nothing like mind blowing, but like even they had, you know what I'm saying, a shipping place like that they had literally just a machine on wheels, that responded to like commands. So it follow and they say stop right here, chill out, whatever. But more of a interaction thing. They had these machines, a bunch of them doing AI and constructing things. And again, it's people right now on a more private level are able to mess with AI. Right?
Yeah, sure.
So
it's like AI in certain types of surgery or certain types of experimentation.
No, but at the pace that we're going, this is going to be something that in 5 years, people are going to be able to interact with AI themselves.
Yeah,
in more of a 3D manner. Yeah. I mean, because right now we do it with our phones and everything. We've been doing that, so people don't realize that we're messing with AI even at that. Even search engines, things that have options.
Are you a robot? Those little things that ask you if you're a robot. Watch a TED Talk. Thing talks about literally when you put the words in, you were helping robots learn memory at that moment. You were typing in words for definition.
Man, have you ever swore at your Siri for taking you to the wrong direction on GPS?
Don't do it too loud.
Funny. They learn that you're an asshole, so they're gonna treat you like an asshole. Like, my phone don't ever fucking get nothing.
Siri ain't no let this delay.
Somebody else uses it. No. I called.
That's hilarious.
Hey, this is our Sunday. I called Siri a worthless ass bitch. And sorry, I don't know how to take that. Ain't nobody tell you to take that. Why are you reacting to it?
You're a robot.
Why do you have an emotion?
You don't have rights.
Yeah, wow.
You are a woman's voice. You are not a woman. Stop it.
So it's
I'm just telling you what you are. I didn't ask for feedback.
On the side note, I actually met the real Siri.
No.
Oh,
yeah.
How was that? I know she sound. I heard a few clips from her on the podcast. She sound real.
You're all paranoid. I hope you really aren't linked to it.
No, here's the thing. She was
nice lady. Hey, shut up.
But it was just weird.
Yeah, and then, we know the feeling. Shout out to Ken.
GCI. ALS.
Shout out to her. Well, yeah.
You're closer forward to the, quantum singularities, what people want to call it.
Don't worry about AI. Why the fuck would you do that? You have a whole life to live. As far as we know, shit has not changed up to the moment. Keep living. Keep your life. Because you do not afford. That's not ADHD. I'm just saying that we cannot really get into the science of it, or if you're not science-like, don't worry about our AI and talk about how it affects your life. Worry about how not having money affects your life. I'm just saying.
Get your priorities together.
Exactly, right?
Yeah. Oh man, you
get your 2019 right, not your 2024.
Yeah, I was trying to bring it back
That's
to
a good t-shirt.
I was trying to bring it back to the rights.
Yeah, let's go to t-shirt.
So make sure I got y'all's rights together and everything. Speaking of rights, I want to transition to the last topic of today. This is going to be about Jay-Z accepting a deal with the NFL.
Yeah.
In terms of, I heard it has something to do with social activism and justice and players being able to express themselves in a controlled area.
Are we going to talk about the whole comment with Colin Kaepernick?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah. That's why we're talking about rights. That's why I was keeping the back to rights, because that started with rights. Colin Kaepernick, we all know. Yeah, but definitely it might have been done. A few NFL players, I can't say them. I'm not a big NFL, but there are, if he's talking about, he didn't do anything for him. Colin Kaepernick's wife is like, yo, Jay-Z's claiming to talk to us before this and clear things up. We never heard from this man. I don't know what he's talking about in this interview. We've never heard of this, but I'm not sure how far they look yet, because Jay-Z is a wise man, and anything that would upset anyone, every time he gets involved in any industry, it upsets the industry. He's very similar to Kanye West in that fashion. Whenever they get involved in an industry and truly commit themselves to it, it upsets the industry. Yeah. Kanye West in fashion has upset it, but it changed it so drastically that literally he has an involvement in it that's
bullshit to the side. If it wasn't for his lead, a lot of people, especially here in Chicago, there's a lot of clothing brands and a lot of innovative people that are doing good clothing and things that really represent the culture, and they weren't really doing it on that level until you had your Kanye really do that. You know what I'm saying? Because even in Chicago, the trickle effect, people that were connected to him, we know a couple from Emporium, and you know what I mean, like really were influenced by that. So the issue I would have with Jay-Z is, you don't say, oh, okay, I'm gonna fix this shit. Like, I got the juice now. Like, you know what I'm saying? You will,
especially when he was already on. Like, for me, he just became, and no offense, on a social activist side, I can't say anything musically or entertainment wise or business wise. On the social activist side, Jay-Z just became Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton to me. So I'm just throwing that out there.
But he's been waiting for that. He's looking awkward for a rapper. He got to look like the awkward politician.
No, so here's what the real. Well, I'm not gonna say the real issue is. So a couple people have some issues in that they don't feel like the movement is yet it's over. And
it's not.
And who was Jay-Z to say that the kneeling is done? Like when Jay-Z was saying literal action.
Who's on board that?
Well, the question then becomes this. Here's what's happening.
Why didn't he do? Okay,
so here's what happened. So now, when you begin to look at now, Jay-Z is getting potential into an NFL team. So now he's getting a seat at the table, and he's not controlling the action.
Right, but what happened, Jay-Z? Jay-Z's like, hey, they're doing this. Jay-Z escalated. Now he's telling the community, hey, bro,
the dealing stuff. We're beyond that. We're past that.
We're done, bro. We're done. Like. Y'all didn't know we were done.
And that's why, that's why it's an issue for me. Like, I definitely do. I had something in my hair right when you were talking.
Like, y'all didn't know we were done.
And that's why, that's why it's an issue for me. Like, I definitely do. I had something in my hair right when you were talking. You said, last thing you just
said? The ownership in the NFL. I was about to say. Also, the rights for the Super Bowl. So, people feel like, who was Jay-Z to make this decision that this movement is over? So, one, this person has not had a job in the NFL So basically, he's the sacrificial lamb, right? You know what he's done. So it's almost like, you know what? What's best for?
See, even Donald Trump, they asked him, "Do you think it's a good move that he should let him get back to the NFL if he's good enough?"
Oh man, he's working.
Didn't you just put this whole fucking protest and energy behind him, saying how he's a piece of shit and all this other shit for doing it?
He's working
And all of a sudden you're like,
every day.
if you could play, if you could play football, then
oh yeah, he's
if you could run for us, then run.
Up early for it, man. They have a video of him working out 5 a.m. every day. You know, basically for the past 2 years. So he's ready. He's in football shape right now. So again, he will never play in the NFL. I shouldn't say never, but it's likely that he'll never play in the NFL.
Which I think is so ridiculous.
I feel like we should ask Scoop B. Shout out to
yeah. Shout out Scoop B. We follow him too, man. He's a sports analyst. I wonder what he has to say about this. I think it's Scoop_B. Shout out Brianna. She kept connecting us to him too. I think he usually has a good insight on this with the LeBron stuff too. He was calling a lot of those trades, by the way, a year ago. He called a lot of those trades a year ago.
It was half a year ago, but he was calling
but anyway, I wonder what he has to say about this. We might have to DM him and revisit this, but I do have a lot of things to say about Jay-Z's social part of this. The business part, I get it. The social part, I'm not so sure about because it's like he's more hungry for the business opportunity and some of the social aspect is being held in the wings. You know what I mean? Because it's like, I'm taking over the Super Bowl. It's like, are people going to get paid for it now? Like, this is a question people don't get paid for the Super Bowl. He's going to unlimited
right? Not for that to actually happen or something. So here's the thing. It's a power play, right?
So you didn't want it to happen.
Yeah, I think he was like saying to be outside or something by. I'm not sure the details. I have to look it up. It's online.
Man, Jay-Z is trying out his martial law.
That's what it was. That's okay.
Beyonce's going to try her martial law and really take over. It's a power.
That's what I wanted to get to. It's not. This has nothing to do with that. It's like the social aspect is like a very small branch of the tree.
This is a test.
Yeah, he's trying to. Basically, somebody gave him an opportunity, and he's about to do something with it. He does not care about the collateral damage it causes to any of the African American community. And we're getting a back.
He doesn't care about Colin.
We're gonna see that, right? We're getting the audience view of this, but the people in the circles, the celebrities that go to his parties, that hang out with him probably on time outside of he's on TV, like, oh yeah, Beyonce and Jay-Z have a party, we'll go over there. This is what they're telling us. They're like, nah, he's wrong. That's what everybody's
So are we going to look back and say, Jay-Z was wrong for doing this, but is it the work that he could do with this? Does it outweigh the discomfort that's happening right now? Because
he saves a lot of lives, but he does rape. But he saves more lives than he rapes.
You sound like Dave Chappelle, bro. You sound like Dave Chappelle right now. That was Dave Chappelle. Okay, we should laugh about that. All right, but that's a good. Hey, look, this is the argument we're in right now. So it's a weird space to be in because obviously we know several things. Jay-Z is going to do great at being whatever he does in this NFL entertainment business, right? Fuck Jay-Z. What's up, niggas? Jay-Z's gonna do great whatever he does. He about to eat her out. Look, Nas about to make either too. Look, Nas to say about this, bro. Y'all hash it out, but what you got to say about this? I gotta know.
Nas and Jay-Z. I know. Nas and Jay-Z. They fixed it more. Jay-Z put himself in a better position because he was the one cutting checks for them.
Hey, somebody that's connected to this. Who's playing for you? That's playing. You got some burritos playing now.
I got what?
You got some burritos playing now.
I got what playing? What's up? I don't got nothing playing, man.
Yeah, it is.
How about that? I didn't press play on anything. I didn't press play on anything.
Why'd you stop it, man? That was
I don't even know.
That was the Ether remix.
I don't even know what's playing right now.
Yo, any DJ who's mixing and can pull off Ether with some burritos followed up, you a gangster. You gotta have the
So I'm very confused. I don't know what this is playing off of. There's nothing open right now.
Why?
No, I'm saying it's the.
You muted that.
Yeah, I'm about to say I don't know. Well, I don't know if that mutes the sound though, but I don't know where this is coming from because there's nothing.
Now we know what's on tertiary playlist.
Nah, that's not it. Yeah,
That's a
get out
Spotify.
that shit.
Yeah, I don't know why that was even on. It might have just cut on because it connected. We apologize about the technical difficulties. That was an accident, y'all. Apologies. But yeah, man, you know, Jay-Z, this is an opportunity for you. Well,
I don't
hopefully
apologize.
this wrong,
You like that shit? Look at us.
if there's an opportunity for him to do something, he's the right person to do. That's what I'm saying.
You know, it's
That's what the thing is. It's like, who else would want
did
to do
that.
it? So hopefully you won't have to go through that. Hopefully. Hey, man, sometimes he do say lines that he be right about though. Like 10 years later, he said,
what's the businessman line?
I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman,
and that's
my business name.
And that's what people are saying, you know, he's been a businessman.
If he opens the door for someone to prevent this from happening to another NFL player in the future, what can we say?
But that's cute, but really he's just testing out how much she really got. Beyonce does this on a regular. She does shit just to move people.
Oh, we saw the NFL, the performances.
Yeah.
With the Panther movement, yeah. Or she did the reincarnation of she's on yeah. So it's testing to see how far you can maybe push the envelope.
How much, where your influence is, and how far loyalty in a time in an era that we're in that is all idolatry. We idolize everything. So we idolize ourselves so much, but we always have a bar, and it's represented by a person. And that person keeps drawing and changing the way people move. It really is a beat. You know what I'm saying? It really is a hive mentality. That's why, to me, she's more like a mystic than a human being to me, really, because she does things in a way that fall in line with the order of things, but yet kind of sabotage the order a little bit.
So Impact is actually president of Beehive.
He actually is.
So here's a question for you.
Hey, disclaimer.
I got a question though. When we think about this with Jay-Z, and I don't want to prolong this. So is it the fact that let's just say the black community forgives so quickly that he's saying, you know what, I can take the heat from my people. They're gonna be mad for a week.
They forgave him for cheating on Beyonce. Everything is good.
Everything, and he cheated on Beyonce. And guess what?
People forgave him.
I think we got another argument.
Oh man!
I think they are. Now I'm on y'all. I'm for y'all's argument. They are testing their boundaries on what they can do. Let's see what Beyonce does next. Beyonce's having her fourth child as this is happening, which is probably a distraction away from Jay-Z too. So they probably timed up her birth. But all right, baby, we're gonna get this. Like, all right, cool. I need you to be pregnant as hell.
It's gonna be a purple weed.
Purple. That's no blue light.
So purple.
He's getting involved in the marijuana industry too. That's right.
Yeah, I mean, so he's
gonna be a Jay-Z dispensary down the street in Bridgeport.
Hell no, the camel of motherfucking marijuana.
Jay-Z.
Hell yeah!
Camel marijuana smokes. Marijuana smokes camels.
Hey, I know you big, but you ain't camel big yet.
Hey, look, bro.
Don't get in trouble over some copyright infringement. So I want you to post up like this with a fucking joint. You're gonna look too much like the camel, and they're gonna be like, cut.
They're gonna be like, we're showing.
Hey, he's like, hey, you really shouldn't talk about those people.
Copyright infringement, like, oh,
I understand Drake shit. I get it, but
it's yeah. You brought up an excellent point. How is he pushing those boundaries?
He is.
He testing his power out? But I also think.
I mean, but that's power right now. That's power right now in as a whole. Everyone in power right now is testing their limits.
Yeah, he like 45. 45, he pushes, he tests. How far can I get away with doing this right now? And you're right. It's like you see corporations. How far can we get away with?
Bro, let me give you a fucking example. I am not the biggest tree hugger by any way. I am not the. Yeah, bro, there is a law that was signed in this. I remember thinking people are gonna blow this fucking government up. There is a law that allowed a power plant to dump off waste into the Great Barrier Reef. Wow. Into the to throw garbage into the most delicate ecosystem, most diverse, most important ecosystem that we have, even over rainforests, to dump and destroy it. And right now, it all looks like somebody's fucked up ass hoodlum, like on the Great Barrier Reef, like real shit. But like people are testing. That's what I'm saying. As they're testing how much shit they can get away with. You get what I'm saying? Of course they're testing out martial law. We've been under this for the longest. Of course that's been happening with Boston. With they've tried. You get what I'm saying? Of course they're testing out martial law. We've been under this for the longest. Of course that's been happening with Boston. With they've tried with Chicago, but they're not ready for Chicago yet. They're like, wait. They're like scary movie. Instead, wait. Like, they got a lot of guns too. Like it's crazy. Like Chicago's so different in that because it is resilient. It's very resistant. We go through everything from weather to haters to everything. Like we really are resistant, and then we're important. You know, we have that feeling of importance. So when you mess with that, then you get scenarios like Trump not being able to speak, even though he was set to speak, and people not even realizing that they were going to do this shit till 10 minutes before it happened. Like, wait, he's coming here, right? No. Why the fuck is he coming here? Boom, Swamp, Austin, block the fuck off, 9094, no access, nowhere. Yeah. Like, you can't land a plane here, bitch. This is Town.
We're not doing that. That's a thing.
But I do think the black community is very quick to forget. Very
quick to forgive.
Forgive.
Sometimes people don't even forget. They're just like,
bro, Nicholas Klein tried to march in Chicago right off of Cicero. They got like run out by mariachis. This is not a joke. This really happened in Chicago. That's what I'm saying. No, when Chicago sets up this mind that, hey, we got to do something against this. 2 million people are there in a day. In a day, we're going to be over here. 2 million people will be where the fuck we need them to be. Now, do they know what the fuck they're doing? No, but that's a leader's job.
Or an organization of people that have an idea, people that know policy. That's the people that should be leading this.
Oh, by the way, I don't want anybody to blame me for this, but if you do, fuck.
And that should be, you know what? We should to not forget and forgive. We're allowed to forgive, but to not forget, we need to hold people accountable, responsible. We can't hold people accountable like when we can. In the case of R. Kelly, he's being held accountable by the law. You know what I mean? Man, but with us, people getting the power, we're like, okay, they're in the space of power now. We're seeing them push it. Hey, we're this organization. We see you at a position of power. We want you to push this policy. And when we say one, we mean you
that
push
should have
this
happened
policy.
with R. Kelly a long time ago. True. Fuck is wrong with people? He was with Aaliyah. He wouldn't even with nobody like that Epstein brought about. This is Aaliyah, bro. This is somebody that was special to a lot of people. This is not somebody that came in the airplane because Bill Clinton wanted it. Like, this is Aaliyah. Like, nobody said shit.
The original queen.
The original queen. Before there was a blueprint.
Before there was Beyonce.
Beyonce, there was a blueprint for Beyonce, and it was Aaliyah.
Yes.
And you know what I'm saying? That was supposed to be the head of everything. She was a light. So it was amazing.
Yeah, they just need to just approach them with policies. You know what I mean? That way it's like, if they're not pushing this policy, we know not to support them as a community, period. It's like we gave them this policy as an organization or a community in this city. I mean, in this city that
find out that feminine power,
you know? So we don't stop supporting.
Well, that's what Jay-Z is saying. He's now saying it's time for policy.
And I want to see that. It's like, the immediate solution that he's giving for people to be able to protest issues involving their communities if they exist in the NFL is bullshit. And I'm going to say that. Oh, they'll be able to talk about their issues in a press conference environment virtually, right? A room away from where the main show is happening at. It's like, if we are gladiators,
bitch, you are stealing Colin Kaepernick's thunder, you stupid asshole. I'm sorry, that's all it really is. It's like, because this was about the power that a player had to protest and the impact that a player that is worshipped in a national. Sports is the closest thing. Sports is the closest thing we have as a country to patriotism right now because it's such a low bar. So sports represents what patriotism is. It's rooting for your side. It's you know what I'm saying? A part of this country more than politics and anything that we can ingrain ourselves with. People are knowing every stats. They're in leagues. They're in all types of shit revolving around it. So for a player to be like, I'm gonna take this power that I had to do it. When I see an Olympian do it, I think, great, then they're doing it, taking it upon themselves. but a community is gonna be like, not to be disrespectful in any way, because this not bogus shit. But like watching a World Vision fucking commercial, you're gonna want to turn the fucking channel real quick. You know what I'm saying? You done seen that commercial 100 times with that starving kid. Like, you know what I'm saying? People are gonna numb out to it, and it's not gonna be a community problem no more. It's gonna be a publicity stunt.
So when you say in that case, almost, and correct me if I'm wrong here, who was Jay-Z that kind of stepped in when it started off as a sports player, demonstrating in my league, in his ground. So it should have probably been the solution. Probably should have came from another sports player or that organization instead of someone like Jay-Z on the outside.
Why aren't you bringing Colin Kaepernick to the round table?
That was everybody's.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's a way, it's a spin. It's a way to do shit. The Pope gets accused of being a Jesuit, which he is, and sending people off to camps to die, which he did. And people call him out for it. Well, he's got 3 priests that are like, well, no, he helped me out. So at the end of the day, everybody's just looking at the priest in front of them like, oh, he's a good person.
So how do you think Jay-Z's going to go down in history overall?
Satan. I'm just joking.
Well,
I'm always
he's done a lot of good, so I feel like
of course he is.
He's opened up a lot of doors for people. So it's like every decision he's made is not going to be the decision that everybody supports. Hopefully his heart's in the right place when he's doing it, and hopefully the right people are around him. Like, forget his heart, because sometimes it takes people around you to tell you, like, hey man, you ever think about this with that opportunity?
That's Jay-Z?
But yeah, you know, thank y'all so much for tuning in. I think we're gonna wrap up the conversation because it's too open-ended and too new and fresh to make too many long-term projections on it. But it's interesting to see where it's going. Interesting to see where people's heads are at with that topic. But we're gonna wrap up the show.
Shout out to Colin Kaepernick, because the thing that resonates with people is that they get that mad. Shout out to Kanye West, because he did the same thing and people seen the real human in him right after Katrina, when he couldn't hold himself, and Mike Myers looked like he was going to shit himself because he tried to distance himself away.
Chris Tucker cannot take the sudden segue. Did you see that shit? This is the best part. Like when it comes to singers, Chris Tucker said there.
Contrary.
He said
the best part was Mike Myers. He's like,
oh shit.
That
whole scene is
how do I signal you that I'm not part? You should know I'm connected. Damn, fuck. Oh,
the look on his face.
Yeah, bro, that is almost like get me away from this now. Like, look.
At that time, Chris Tucker was like the best transition master ever with the jokes. He went to him. He said, "We're trying to get we'll be right back."
And in case you millennials and other people don't remember,
2001,
George Bush doesn't like black. No, he was like. Kanye. Oh, hold on. Let me. George Bush doesn't like black people. He could not hold it, contain it. And that was the same thing with Colin Kaepernick. Yeah. Is you seen that frustration, like, fuck it. Like, it carries on.
It does.
And then, you know what I'm saying? That's the thing that people relate to, is that I've had enough. I'm gonna stand, because for every time you do, there's a time you did it. You know what I mean? And that frustration. So when you see somebody do it, you want to stand behind somebody like that and be like, I'm fed up.
And a lot of people
that's what a leader is.
People don't get the behind-the-scenes aspect of the NFL and why Colin Kaepernick got that either. And I love being able to tell this story because a lot of people aren't in the sports aspect. They're not the performer or the athlete.
Low key, if they got a spirit animal, it's a snickerdoodle. All right,
when they leave playing in the sports game, where do you think they go? They go back to the hotel sometimes. Sometimes they go to banquets. Sometimes they go to other events or other like conferences or networking events. Who's there? NRA. Republican organizations, big corporate sponsors that are mostly conservative supporters. So they go in these offices, and even if any of them have any good ideas, hey man, I was supporting this university has this new idea for this new design for a helmet. It'll cut down on the concussion, whatever, by such and such. Yeah, we're not going to talk about that right now.
And there's space for your afro.
Right? And there's space for your afros. Like, yeah, we're not going to talk about that right now. We'll keep this over here because Coca-Cola actually said that
you a mark-ass trip.
Exactly.
And we know
at the end of the day.
We know the quote.
Right? And then so basically they leave battering their bodies up, and they go, after they transcended sometimes their hard life, as children, whatever, inner city environments for some of the minority, not even just black kids, it's white kids that come from freaking, impoverished conditions. So But they get there and they sit in
I seen
rooms.
Nate Miles.
But as black people, as black men, they sit in rooms with people who might be laughing about this stuff.
Yeah.
NRA members who are sitting there laughing about, oh, yeah, we just saw all these guns and such and such. And they happen over here, like, well, you saw all these guns where? I'm from Baltimore. What do you mean you saw? What? Nah, I'm dealing with them. Fuck this. You know what I mean? Like, for me, it's like, I can't go and be like, fuck the NRA in front of the office as an NFL player, throwing footballs at the window at every gun store I drive by. So I'm going to go to the field.
No, that's some shit John's girlfriend does.
Right, exactly. So I'm going to go to the field
Senior
and I'm going to take a knee. I ain't going to make a big statement. I ain't going to say, hey, look at me. I ain't going to go to the end zone and do no like whole little segment. I'm going to just.
Hey, bro, low-key, we got 2 hours for you to fix my Instagram shit.
There it is. 2 hours. So with that being said, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Shout out Stockyard Coffee for having us. Shout out Swank PR. Shout out Brother BnTheMix. Brother Horace right here. SOTOV.
This is Impact.
Impact. Brother Terry Tertiary. Make sure y'all tune in next week, 8:30 to 10:30. As always, turn up
Or turn around.
Much love. Make sure y'all follow us and support. We'll be here every Tuesday. Much love.